This is not a PlayStation game, despite all appearances. No, rather, this is Bloodborne PSX, which is also not Bloodborne. It is a fan-made demake of Bloodborne, the PS4 classic that everyone loves. I've never played it. What I have played is Nightmare Creatures, which is even more unrelated to what we're seeing right now, but there are distinct similarities. I'm a huge fan of Nightmare Creatures, so I'm coming to this as a Nightmare Creatures fan, bizarrely enough. Not a Bloodborne fan, I've never played Bloodborne. So, this is the extent of my experience with the game. My understanding is there is a lot different about the PSX remake as compared to the console original, which can be played for free because obviously they cannot sell this game. So it's over on itch.io. I will provide a link in the video description. Just to point it out, normally there are a bunch of CRT effects over the screen. I've disabled them because they are bad for recording and they kind of hurt my eyes. But we can also disable all sorts of other PS1 specific effects. And I won't be doing that. Be leaving them on. We could significantly increase the resolution, but this looks very PS1-ish. And that's the way it's meant to be, and that's the way it's gonna remain. If you really want to destroy the video quality, there are even bonus extra ways to do that, and you can customize all the CRT effects. You can really go to town on the visuals of this game. I believe the way I've chosen provides optimum clarity with as much authenticity as we can manage. So I think that's all the front porching I need to do. Let's see what Bloodborne PSX has to offer in this guided tour.
Oh, yes. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood administration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
We will be hearing quite a lot of voice acting in this game, which is surprising for a game that is legally prohibited from making money, coming from a very small independent group of people. So let's choose an appropriate name for our protagonist. Accurately describing their role in the world of Bloodborne. Those are the entirety of our voice options, and those are the only sounds we'll be hearing our characters making. Because they don't speak, they just die horribly. There are only 3 hair options, which is a bit of a shame. But the shaggy goth hair will suit us well. I'll even leave it pitch black. Here's what it'll eventually look like with a hat on. And our face. We can be mask or no mask. If you're familiar with the plot of Bloodborne, there's a bit of a pandemic. In Yharnam, we probably should wear a mask. By which I mean we definitely should wear a mask. And we can have facial wrinkles or not. I will pick not this time. And we can customize our skin color as well. Shout out to Sultan Sanctuary and the green people that it allows you to play as. We'll play as a green person here, because I also like Sultan Sanctuary quite a bit. I've never played any actual Soulsborne game, but I played several Soulsborne tributes. And this is one of them. And I tend to enjoy them quite a bit. So, many choices for a backstory, which all affects our stats. Professional gives us the most skill. And the way I'm building this character, I want a lot of skill to start with. The only incorrect choice is Waste of Skin, because it starts 6 levels lower than everyone else, providing miserable stats. Shouldn't have been born, shouldn't have been Bloodborne. And indeed, you won't be Bloodborne, because we're playing as the professional. This game also features local split-screen co-op if you're into that sort of thing. Another PS1 feature very accurately emulated. Not today, we're going it alone. Let's take LP out on a gruesome, terrifying adventure.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
You found yourself a hunter.
Did those friendly little skeletons cook that blood wolf for us? How nice of them. We're back on our feet. After a blood transfusion. Now, did we get pumped full of that blood that turns into a wolf if you leave it alone for too long? I hope not. Also, this game controls with the D-pad, not the analog stick. I could probably reassign it to analog controls, but it would still not be able to move, except in 8 directions. I'm actually just now realizing that if you hold any of the 2 cardinal directions at the same time, it does move you in a diagonal, which is pretty neat. Locked door. Guess we won't be going in there. Not until we get an appropriate key. But that's not locked. It is worth noting that this game is not the entirety of Bloodborne, remade in PS1 style. Just a big portion of the beginning. So right now our right-hand weapon is our right hand. And another locked door. This one at least tells us what key we need. And those are our camera controls. The analog sticks, they're acting as though they do not exist, because this is meant to emulate very early PS1 technology before analog sticks existed. So we do control the camera with the triggers. There's our lock on, and there's another werewolf. Claimed a different hapless victim who was not saved by friendly skeletons. Why didn't you save that person? Well, we're special. Let's put our specialness to use and fight our way out of here. Slap our way out of here. Pretty good combo. I think we got this werewolf down. It's on the table. Watch out. Ah, I'm down. That's effectively scripted. You're meant to die there. And that death causes us to enter a dream within a dream. Layers of dreaming. Who's to say what the real one is? This dream looks an awful lot like Castlevania. What with the castle and the big bright full moon. And the fancy goth lady. Not lady. Just a doll. Nothing more. Just a conspicuous human-sized doll. And more skeletons. They will provide us with a weapon. This is why I chose to take the maximum skill backstory. The threaded cane scales off a skill. And it has very poor base damage compared to the saw cleaver, our other choice. So we need as much scaling as we can get, if we're going to start with the threaded cane. And indeed we are. Start and down. To equip this cane. There we go. No longer does our character not quite know what to do with their hands. They are slowly being filled with weaponry. We can get ourselves a left-hand weapon. It seems like the pistol is just objectively better than the blunderbuss. 20 points of damage versus 70. So, pretty easy choice. Although until this moment we have had a left-hand slapping attack. Now, we have a left-hand shooting attack. But no bullets, so it's not much of a shot. Those skeletons did not provide any ammo, nor access to the eyeball door. So I guess we'll be coming back for that. Get a better look at the moon. Probably looks a lot like the blood moon we just had a few days ago in this month of October. If you took your glasses off before you looked at it. And down this path, we can meet many more skeletons with many more tutorials about all the minutiae in this game. I know the basics, but it is very helpful if you're just going into this game for the first time, having never played original Bloodborne. Or this one, which does have very different controls because it has many of the buttons removed from use. Now we can teleport back to our previous dream, where we first received our blood. Now we're well armed. Surely, this werewolf doesn't stand a chance. Off to a good start. There we go. Could have gotten a little better. I did get hit. But we get our first blood vial. More blood. Overflowing with blood. More blood means more human. Probably should have confirmed that the door on the bottom level was locked before climbing up here. But I would have climbed up here either way. Into this ruined rafters area. We are allowed to walk, but we can also just line up the camera so that we just have to hold forward. And for some reason, there are keys in the rafters on a corpse. I guess that werewolf had claimed previous snacks and ate them very messily. So there's our key. We also have a hunter's mark. This essentially just kills you outright. If you instantaneously want to teleport back to the hunter's dream, touch the hunter's mark. And there you go. And we can cycle through our items with the select button. More blood vials. And another door. Also locked. We do have plunging attacks. A staple of our Soulsborns. Door is of course locked. With the key we have. Which reminds me, we can see through this hole in the wall something shiny. Locked with the same key. Bullet transfuser. Let's equip that. We got nothing else in that third slot. It claims to have given me 5 bullets. 5 blood bullets. Yep, there we go. And then turn that back into blood. Do need the key. More blood. Hopefully we don't need the key to get out of here. Nah, the foyer is open to the public. Just outside. Can immediately head off to the right to find a nice new hat. Look at it there. Now, that doesn't tell us anything about the hat. We have to go to the inventory screen. We can scroll all the way over here. +1 vitality versus nothing with the black hood. So it's an improvement. And foreign garb. Where did we come from? Doesn't matter now. Here's where we learn how to use bullets. And we get actual physical, non-blood bullets. But I believe that is all that remains here in the courtyard. Let's leave the courtyard. See what the rest of Yharnam has to offer. Can't be worse than the werewolves. Good old Central Yharnam. You probably know it and love it. But I only know it from this game. Awkwardly enough. My understanding is that a lot of the level structure was redesigned for the PSX demake. So I don't actually know how this compares to the original level layouts in these areas. We've been spotted. And burned to death already. I guess we'll watch out for these torch guys. That should be fine, though. I believe that sets us back inside the blood area. Yep, the clinic. Is the werewolf back? No. Permanently defeated. We've nothing further to do here. All we lost was some of our blood echoes. This game's currency. We have no particular use for them yet. Nor very many to lose, so not a big deal. And if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to recover them. No problem. Definitely need to set our blood vials ready, though.
Help me! Away!
Got the jump on me again. There we go. New heights of victory. I am good at this game. If you ever see a lever, pull it. Guaranteed to be prizes on the other side. Just in case. Not gonna play fair. Stab them before they can even stand up. The other nice thing about the professional is very high endurance meter. So I get to slash haphazardly without much of an issue. Takes a pretty large group of enemies to drain me of all my stamina. Nothing in there, and that is locked by a device. I can see it from here, but I cannot reach it. If only it had to be pulled the other way, a fancy enough trick shot through the gate might get the job done. Okay, some shrieking monsters somewhere over there. Someone else is having a good time here in Yharnam. But we have created another checkpoint. Excellent. No longer will we be going back to that clinic. Someone in this house has a bit of an illness. They seem to have locked their door, though, so we can't be coughed on. And we're wearing a mask anyway. Let's introduce ourselves.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done.
Okay, Scottish Gilbert is here to help us out. Unlock one gate for us. And that's the last of his voice acting for now. He doesn't like this town, hasn't been here long, but knows enough that it is cursed. Getting out is probably the best course of action. Too late for him. Perhaps it is too late for us. Pale blood. I don't know much about it myself. We just came from the Healing Church, so I guess we know as much about it as we're going to for the time being. Ah. Actually, we're looking for the Cathedral Ward. We've only gotten a sample of getting blood all over the place. There are many different flavors of blood here in Yharnam. Out this way. Another locked gate. And I believe... Okay, no items hidden around the corners. But there always could be. It pays to be thorough. Just past Gilbert's stronghold, we should be finding a more dangerous area. He did well to hold himself up, even if it was too late. But we're pretty good with this cane. I do wish for an animation where we could, like, actually wield it like a cane. Like, one step with a cane, one step with our legs. Just be fancier about it. But no, we hold it like a regular sword. So X is our lock-on. Luckily, the enemies have as hard a time locking onto us as we do onto them. Even with the shield, took quite a beating there. And we have so much stamina I can just hack through it. Slowly but surely. This game is famously designed around not using shields. And that much is emulated in the D-Make. Let's get a stealth kill. Or try. There we go. His friend didn't hear it, but he did eventually spot me. And I'll play as sloppily as I want to. Right now, there aren't many options. The only button I have access to is R1. And I can always shoot people. So, we have a ridiculously long staircase. I did spot an item over there. Let's see if I can make a running leap over to it. Not even close. But this is the gate near the ladder which led to Gilbert's house. So that is a shortcut of sorts. And a Molotov cocktail. Sounds like a suggestion to me. A lot of them, actually. Past all the coffins. There is a little hiding area with a lost hunter who's also green. Someone from our hometown. And they're good on their feet. You do not want to start getting comboed with a saw cleaver. You will not persist for very long. It is a brutal weapon, much more so than our threaded cane, which I'm not very fond of, if I'm honest. I actually spawned all the way back at the starting clinic, but I've cut us ahead to the shortcut we opened so that we can get right to another rematch. Obviously, you want to start with the blood. And some sweaty clothes, why not? Obviously, the greatest reward one can receive. Okay, once you get a good stab, you can sort of combo this hunter. With stab after stab after stab. And they will keep falling for it for a while. Eventually, that cycle must come to an end. Probably. I mean, you would think. But you'd be wrong. A worthy opponent. Until you land one hit. Worth a whole lot of souls, too. Souls. Blood. It's always blood in this game. Never forget. It's always blood. Oh yes, sweaty clothes. Obviously, we're going to want to put those on. But why? Well, it's because sweaty clothes give us plus 4% skill and plus 2% vitality. Gross, but inexplicably much more effective. And pretty stylish. I like the red cape. Let me in. Trick or treat. No one's giving out the goods. I'm already on fire. Lock-on could honestly be better. But we've all played PS1 games. At least I hope. So what we're seeing probably seems impossibly archaic if you're not familiar with the PS1 console. But it was really like this. Try the charged attack combo again. Just in case. Get a little more healing. Good thing I did.
You plague-ridden rat!
Get behind that shield. Take him out a little faster. And that causes the clock to chime again. It's powered by murder. And we are providing a lot of power. Nothing to pick up here. Just more killing. Any more killing? No. But an ascended ladder, and we cannot drop it from here.
Beast! Oh, beast!
Bit more healing. Simple fight. Should just hack our way through the basic dregs. We made it to another loading screen. It's a form of progress, which wasn't really present in the original Bloodborne, but we can use it to despawn enemies, or if we want to grind souls, respawn enemies. Also an effective strategy. There's another ladder we can't use. Really seems like we can maybe grab it if we ran and jumped. Not quite. Our hands are full. What are we supposed to do? Put our sword down? It's too useful. So every way is locked but this one. Aha. A beautiful spinning PS1 skull. I must have it. Didn't see you coming. A crow apparently is screaming at us and thrashing wildly. Not especially dangerous in and of itself, but also not to be underestimated. You get one tap from any of those wings. You can be comboed to death, even by a single crow. Okay, they're entranced. We found a shortcut. Just sends us back the way we came at the moment. But I ain't leaving without my skull.
We know precisely who it is.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation.
It's Dan's finished.
But they're not too bothered. They just keep chatting. As we visceral each of them. Tear their hearts clean out. A bullet landed inside the fire. Didn't even need it. There we go. For no discernible reason, Insight is just hanging out on this corpse. And we have acquired it. That seems useful. Anything else in the area? We could backtrack, see if our new insight gets us anywhere. That's still locked. Just peek around every corner because we didn't quite go to the end of this path. I had to make that detour to get my precious skull. Don't mind me. I think that might have been further death knells from our victim. A crow hiding in shadow ineffectively. And Bloodstone Shard. No specific indication of what that might do unless I open up the inventory, which I am presently unwilling to do. That's what happens when the crows get to you. I'll head back there in a moment. Back where we left off. That was one of the longer walks of shame you could experience this early in the game. I'm kind of glad we got to see these crows really go to town. Let's try to prevent it from happening again. Just get behind them, and you're all set. Now, where did my bloodstain end up? If anywhere. I did have a lot of blood to lose there. Maybe it'll turn up over here. Not seeing it. Ah, that guy got it somehow. There was a glowing enemy who stole my blood when I wasn't looking. Stop burning me. Yes, you. No, not you.
Yeah, play grid and rat.
It's a partially charged attack, because you can release your charge early to get a higher damage but not quite fully charged attack going on. More crows sneaking around. We're here to hunt. Hey, a pebble. Never know when you're gonna need a pebble. Whereabouts has this put us? A new door is open to us. However, it's not that new. It's the other side of a door we've seen before. Hello, Ascended Ladder. Just a very minor shortcut. Which strongly suggests that there's something to do over here. Perhaps it is somewhere between this gate and that one. Aha. Indeed it was. We got double crows, so better safe. One of them got free. There we go. Actual progress through this very inconspicuous alleyway. Super easy to miss. My entire blind run was also recorded, and I missed that alleyway for like an hour and a half. So that is a marked improvement on this playthrough. That was the ladder at the end of the hallway where we fought a bunch of guys with torches. Now that has become a shortcut. So we never have to find the narrow crow alleyway ever again. Gotta be careful, because we're running a bit low on resources. More careful than that, ideally. We got one survivor. Our high damage pistol is sometimes pretty good at softening an opponent, but that is not its primary use. Not at all. We haven't seen its primary use yet.
Cursed beast!
Famous last words. And another bloodstone shard. More importantly, another lantern. The ultimate in shortcut technology. Now we're finally ready to return to the Hunter's Dream. With insight and bloodstones. And acquaint ourselves with the doll, who's become mobile.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood. and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
See, definitely just a doll. Garamond, eh? A retired hunter. Lives in a dream within a dream.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Now, finally, we can improve our statistics permanently. Skill gives us 2 damage points. Or 1. That seems underwhelming, if I'm honest. Vitality we're definitely going to need. Endurance, always a good call. But we are just slightly short of getting another stat point. I've done inadequate grinding. This seems good, though.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Doing my best. Now the insight we got looks an awful lot like this eyeball. It has granted us the courage to realize that the door was never locked. It's Darkseed 2. We finally realized the closet door was never locked in the first place. This looks like the individual who pumped us full of blood in the first place.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home. For now, I am... Garamond, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
It's just a video game. Play it like a video game. Don't worry about anything further. We now have access to a workshop. We can work on our weapons and our flesh somehow. The workshop has seen better days. But we have 2 bloodstone shards, which is exactly what's required to upgrade the threaded cane. Same for the pistol. But we've not really been using the pistol. That looks important, though. Now, it was mentioned that we have trick weapons, and only now do we have access to their trick. Our sword has become a whip. A sharp whip. Play with that a little bit. Open up one more inside door, which was open all along. Still haven't realized that the other door, that requires 3 insight, is also open all along. But we'll figure that out eventually. I got $1,000 lying around. We have a Blood Echo store. It sells doll clothes. No actual effect on our life were we to purchase them. I'll get some of these. And we should be a lot more powerful as we return to the Great Bonfire. Now, I didn't see much of a bonfire when we left from that lantern location. What's so great about it?
It's all your fault!
Our whip is significantly slower than the sword. But much wider arc. Hopefully, more damage. We shall see. What's more important is that. The Great Bonfire. These guys are cooking a big old hunk of meat, and they've left it on for way too long. It has turned blackened and charred. What a waste. I could snipe them with this first-person view, or I could just put my gun away. Probably better not to aggro the horde. Let them have their meal. Okay, so more damage is also out. It's just the arc. Which is a massive arc, but we tend to face singular opponents when I'm not about to die. So, I prefer the sword form. By a wide margin. Another locked gate. Can see the key on the other side. It's a good thing we don't have to walk through the Great Bonfire. We might be thrown on the fire next. Someone's knocking at the door. It's only polite to go answer it. It has answered itself. With quite the threat. Really, the threat here is the dog. Not at all the door troll. There's a troll in every sense of the word. Well, we know he's coming this time. There we go, right back where we left off. Can get through it faster, using the sword instead of the whip. Not a healing item. This is going to be where pistol really comes in handy. It opens up visceral attacks for us. And the dog didn't get us this time either. Much better. The troll's attacks have huge windups to them and very, very long animations. If you shoot them at any point during those animations, you get a free visceral attack. Double crows. Means there must be something good back there. Double bloodstone shards. A free upgrade. Although, upgrades on our sword have now been increased in cost. Because we already bought level 1. Going further takes more than 2 shards. This door just leads to the other side, across the street, from where the lantern is. So we don't have to cross the Great Bonfire to cross the street. The bonfires assumed to be that threatening. And really it is. It's a scary bonfire. Cold blood dew. Delicious. And presumably nutritious, but more importantly, the shortcut. It's a very minor shortcut. No longer have to drop down to street level to get where we're going. Haven't used Molotovs in a while. Let's introduce ourselves to a large group of friendly villagers. They're all good and dead. They love fire until they get a face full of it themselves. Mind the dog. Dogs, Almost managed to sneak attack the dog. Who's guarding way more blood vials. Don't mind if I do. You can strafe around the huntsman to not get shot, but it's fine. This is a medieval style world, so obviously bullets do less than swords. Werewolves. Yep, plural. Okay, that was quite a start. He's not happy about it. Fatally unhappy about it. Good thing I opened that shortcut. Alright. Werewolves are really in their element. They've achieved full power now. So we had the right idea. Lure one out. With a Molotov. I think it's lured. One more good hit should do it. Werewolves got good dodges too, though. Until they die. Even with one-on-one, it's not to be underestimated. Got lucky last time. Good clean charge shot. Let's put all our skills to the test. And save the day. Hopefully these are not all of our skills, because we got a lot more game ahead of us, and it's only getting harder from here. No more werewolves, at least. There is a real party. A troll. And his murder of crows. Now we can shoot the crows down. I shot the troll. That's fine. All the better to get a lethal counter. Slice our way through the remaining crows. Including the red one. Surely that means something. And it's not just weird lighting. And there's a big hole in the ground. Don't want to go there. Nor do I especially want to go here just yet. But eventually, we'll check that out with the open door that I can close. It's only polite. But this horde must have been guarding something good. Let's find out. Just a better view of the full moon, maybe. Perhaps that's all. It would be worth it if it was. And a big gate in the distance. And a familiar scream. There it is. That's the good stuff. We've been hearing that scream since the very beginning of the game. Here's its source. The Cleric Beast. In all of its PS1 glory. It's having a hard time hitting us. We're a little small for it. But it has a tremendous amount of HP. I'm in the claw. What can I do? Can I do anything? Free me. Okay, I'm free. That was quite a lengthy grab attack. But we're not getting out of here while this thing yet lives. Unless we die first. Let's keep hacking at those ankles. Dodge the big jump. But otherwise, just slash when we have our opportunities and never get grabbed again. And we should be just fine. I'm not sure if there is any opportunities for counterattacks with the visceral openings using our pistol. If there are, I haven't found them. And I didn't need him. That is by far the easiest boss in the game. Gets us the Saw Hunter's badge and a tremendous amount of blood. What they were guarding was the Cathedral Ward, home of all blood. So no wonder they were so full of the stuff. We got it now, but we cannot get into that Cathedral Ward. So, that's probably good for a first session of Bloodborne PSX. Let's cash in our blood so we don't lose it in any of our future numerous deaths that we are guaranteed to suffer. And let's head back to the shop. We got the Saw Hunter's badge, which allows us to purchase the Saw Cleaver, the other starting weapon we could have chosen. I'll take it. Next time we'll try that one out. But here's how it looks. Statistically, let's compare it to what we had before, the Threaded Cane. Even with its upgrades, we were dealing 99 damage. We're now dealing 97 damage, with significantly worse scaling. The Saw Cleaver is very, very, very good. And I am very, very, very bad at this game. So, Threaded Cane, you served us well for one play session. You can stay in the back pocket for a good long while. Saw Cleaver gets an upgrade. Guns certainly don't. We did get a huge amount of insight by killing the Cleric Beast. Good for us. Because... just check something. We're missing a torch. We're gonna need that eventually. But we can open this door. And what lies on this once hidden balcony? A nice view, and another fountain. A fountain where some skeletons would like a hat. They're not allowed to wear the black hood, and we're wearing the rumpled hat. I wasn't using that blood anyway. Let's switch out our hats. I mean, this hat actually gives us stats, but I think this is more important. Let the skeletons try on the rumpled hat. All of them simultaneously. In my opinion, it's a bit foul. Okay, I was lying. That is a damn fine look. They appreciate it. Enjoy that single hat that you are so good at sharing that you all get to wear it. And now, everywhere we go, all the skeletons we see are going to be wearing Heisenberg hats. Exciting stuff. All the more reason to tune in as we continue through Bloodborne PSX. That's one of the finest details in this game. Playing dress up with all of the little minion monsters. Gotta love it. As our own attire becomes rather abysmal. Now we're missing our doll here. Where could she be? MIA. And that is a bit unfortunate, because we kind of need her to save. But we can teleport out to the mainland and save there. Let me try something real quick. I'm going to head over here where she's located. Doing some sightseeing. Mourning, just a little bit. Sorry to interrupt, but we have need of your services.
Good hunter. What is it you desire?
Let's level up again.
Well, let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
We're gonna need... Strength gets us no additional attack. The scaling is that bad on the Saw Cleaver, and it matters that little. Even skill gets us an extra point, so I'll take it. 1 point in skill. Some more vitality. Endurance is more important, though. And that's all we can afford right now. You know what? I'm going to trade 1 endurance for 1 strength, even though it does technically nothing at the moment. And there we go. As stated, we do require the doll to save, and this is a PS1 style game, so we do need to save. There we go. We are ready to conclude this chapter of Bloodborne PSX. Next time, we'll get to play one of my favorite parts of the entire game. But for now, I will leave you with these words of encouragement.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.